Tell me why. I have a free time. I finally get a free minute to work on business. My brain suddenly thinks it's on vacation. It's ready for a nap. It's time for a lunch break. Does this happen to you? We begged for a break. We scheduled it in. And now we're sitting here staring blankly at a wall like we're a Roomba or something. Come on, give us a break. How do we avoid this? If this is you, hey, how you doing? We're your people. Come on, pull up a chair. Let's get cozy and figure this out. And I'm not talking from some pedestal here. Listen, I have a toddler, teenagers, a husband. I work PRN at the hospital. I have all of the things. And they're probably lost. I have probably at least 87 tabs open. Super jealousy that I don't have 3 computer monitors. Goals, am I right? And random songs just playing in my head from out of nowhere. Did I even hear that song? Wait, why am I singing this? It's okay. If it's a mood, I'm completely off on a tangent, but if you hear a random word, do you automatically get a song popped in your head and you're singing it and you're like, no, just me. Oh well, at least I have a soundtrack for all this chaos. All right, let's get into some stuff. Here's the thing that's not all over the place when thinking about running a business or starting a side hustle or making money from the cute stuff or, I don't know, slightly inappropriate stuff that you're selling. It's overwhelming. There's so many tasks and you're the ringleader for all of them. Unless you're rich, then can you buy me all the assistants maybe? All right. You've got to create the artwork because we're not AI over here. We're hand drawing. We're artists. I know we have pedestals that we may die on. We have to create the products. We have to create the mock-ups. We have to create the listing, the sales copy, the promotion, the blog post, the YouTube videos, the reels. And that's only the tasks that I haven't forgotten off the top of my head. Girl, you should be overwhelmed. Yet it's like this. You list and it just grows and grows. So first, step 1, give yourself a break. I'm not sure if we're doing other steps, but step 1, give yourself a break. Cut yourself some slack. And sometimes it's hard to find a schedule that works for you when you're in this learning everything, figuring everything out mode. And that's okay. I've probably created at least 5 different schedules for myself this year. And I time block. I don't get distracted. Now I've had to train myself to do that, unless it's my toddler and he's grabbing my hand and yanking me out the door. That's different. I don't have the self-imposed distractions. I'm good at taking those, but I don't know what I don't know. And when you're learning, you're going to be slower. So step 2 or point 2 is your schedule, your rhythm. It will need to adjust. You have to be flexible with it and kind of get a flow. And if something doesn't seem like it's working, it's okay to change it. From someone who hates change it up, quit trying to hammer a square into a circle. You can adapt. That's awesome. And I've used different spreadsheets this year. I have notebooks with random notes everywhere. I'm finally starting to realize a 2-week schedule is working better for me because, as you probably know, as an artist, it takes time to create art. And if you're doing all of the other things as well, which at least you should be doing some of them if you're creating content, by that with blog posts, YouTube videos, social media, you have to create all those things as well. So I've found right now a 2-week operating schedule is working better for me because I simply can't get all of the tasks that I need to get done for my business done in 1 week, and then I start task switching back and forth and I'm bouncing all over the place and it's not working out because my brain is constantly having to do hard stop, new task. And that, along with constant interruptions from a toddler, he is cute, but my brain completely like blank slate. And then I'm like starting from square one. And when you have limited pockets of time, that just remembering what you're trying to do or shift to that next task, it takes brain power that you could be using for something else. So, step, 59, I don't know, I think we're on step 3. We need to figure out a rhythm that works for us. and it's going to look different depending on what you do, how fast you are, how comfortable you are with specific tasks. So I'm just going to give you an example of my current system, and this will change as my needs change or that I realize it sucks, it's not working anymore. So on, we'll say, the first day of the week, I look over and see what kind of content I need to create for the week, mostly in the form of video scripts, and this usually occurs on Friday because my husband's off on the weekends, so I usually work on Sundays, so I usually have some time to record videos without a house full of screaming loudness. So I'll research the content. If I don't already have it planned out, I'll get that settled, get somewhat of a script. That way on Saturday I can start filming, and then I'll get as much filming as I can done while they're out of the house. Sometimes it's a decent chunk, sometimes it's not, depending on how long they're gone. And after that, I usually try to go ahead and film some reels for that video as well, because if not, I'll completely lose touch of what was even happening if I don't do it in that same chunk of time. And I'll also try to get the descriptions done for that content, and the program I use also does the cover photo thumbnail for the long form videos as well, so I just go ahead and knock that out too. It is a little bit of task switching because I'm not just doing this or that, and sometimes I'll go ahead and edit those videos depending on how much time I have, and go ahead and get them uploaded and scheduled out on YouTube as well, just so I'm not leaving little pieces dangling in the air. So this is a little bit of task switching, but it's like task switching in a specific bucket. And then on another day, I create blog posts, I write articles. So I will try to create all the images for those blog posts and the Pinterest pins that coordinate with them. And if I need to create any Instagram carousels, I'll try to do that all in one day. If I have 3 blog posts that I need to focus on, then I need approximately 6 images per, 3 Pinterest pins per, and then try to do at least 1 or 2 carousels per. But I'm kind of pulling back a little bit from social media because I found it's kind of least return on investment. So it's kind of on the back burner. If it doesn't get done, I'm trying to just let it go. But we're already talking about what math is not my subject, especially without handy dandy calculator. Let's see, 6 pens, 3 articles, that's 18, and then another 9. So some images and stuff. You like how I didn't figure it out because math. Moving on. So that day, my big task for the day would be creating those images to go with that. And and that also most likely includes the images, the naming for those images, making sure they're SEO named, and creating the alt text for those images as well. And if they're Pinterest pins, I also need to do Pinterest descriptions and the links that those pins will go with. Well, that actually probably will come a little bit later because I probably haven't created those articles yet. So I'll need to pop those links in later. Most likely I'll do that when I go to actually post those pins to Pinterest. And then I'll make content and asset creation. If I have anything, this will be like on another day. I might need to create assets for one of my courses. So I might be creating a workbook, a journal, or something to go with one of my courses. So that I would need to do probably in Canva. And that would take quite a bit of my work time for that day. And then I like to leave a day for creating. A lot of times I'll create in the evenings as well by creating a drawing on my iPad. But I like to take at least 1 full day in that 2 weeks to just work on drawing and letting go, giving myself time to just free draw or draw some themes that should be coming up that I should be concentrating on. So trends or evergreen stuff that is popular and in demand right now. And if I'm not out of space on my phone, I'll also try to go ahead and film for some reels and remember to take a couple of pictures while I'm creating. And that's all I do on that day, other than check in with my Facebook group. I check in with other Facebook groups if I can be helpful, and the business community I'm part of, I'll go ahead and do my check-ins there as well. And something that's also on the back burner are that. It also takes me quite a while to do my listings or to put a product up. So not so much the listing, but the images, even if I am using a template and just changing out the images. So that does take a little while. For some reason, it takes a little while. So I'll try to do that all on one day, get the mock-ups done, and change out some of the wording, make it fit for that listing, do the keyword research for that specific listing if I don't already have it done, and then go ahead and create that listing, and then all the alt text for all those images and those image names as well, and then get that listed. And that does take me quite a while because I have quite a few. I try to use as many images as I'm allowed, so that can get time intensive, and doing all the alt text and the image naming for SEO as well, it takes a little bit of time. That's why I definitely say try to do the same product over and over for a while until you get faster at it, and so it's a little bit more plug and play. And then I also do, or so on a monthly basis, do my skeletons for my emails, well, my skeletons drafts, do set aside time for email drafting and social media content as well. So I know there are way more tasks than this, but some of these take big chunks of time, and some of them require more brain power, so they get slotted in, where some of the others I just add in as the day goes. I like to pick 3 tasks for the day, unless it's like one task with multiple steps, so then that is counted as separate tasks. That way I'm not getting overwhelmed, and I can check off a couple of boxes, know I'm moving forward instead of just spinning, because I have 1,000 things on my to-do list. I'm always going to have 1,000 things on my to-do list. So I'll try to make sure I brain dump every day. At the end of the day, I'll try to put in what still needs done, or what all my thoughts and ideas are, and I try to look at that at the end of the day, so I already have an idea when I wake up following day what I'm going to be working on. Now I can look at this list and still sometimes forget, so that's why it's good to write it down. That way you can go and look and see, hey, this is what I need to concentrate on. And then if you have free time, you can knock off a couple of other small tasks too. That way your brain isn't having a complete meltdown because it's surrounded by this mountain of work. So the main takeaways from this video are everyone's schedule is going to look a little bit different. It needs to work for you. Make sure you're okay with adjusting it and keeping it flexible so it continues to work for you. And you're going to be overwhelmed if your to-do list is huge. Pick 3 things, or if you have more time, maybe 5. But don't stress your brain out. Try to do tasks in the same window. That way your brain's not bouncing back and forth, and you start creating a video, and then you start writing a blog post, and then you start posting on social media, but none of them are finished. Your brain's going to be like a ping pong ball, and you're going to have to redirect every time. You don't necessarily need more time. You need fewer decisions in that time, so you can concentrate on getting a few tasks done instead of an entire mountain at one time. That's going to help remove a lot of your decision fatigue. So, steps you can put into action right now. Dump everything out of your brain on your phone, type it out, record it, video, whatever. Something you can go back, look at, write it down on a completely left out paper. Make a note, go over and look at, try to find your most priority tasks. If you're like, hey, they're all priority, whatever, go through, see if any of them have deadlines, and do the ones that need done first. But pick 3 of them to start. And don't be listing launch a product or record a series or create a course. You need to break it down into small steps. So if create a course was on my list, I would need to say, that's about 20 steps. What are 3 of the steps? What do I need to do first? I need to pick out the idea, outline the course. That can be 1 step. I need to figure out what assets I'm going to give away with the course. Am I creating printables, workbooks, color palettes, brushes, clip art. What are the assets I'm going to be creating? So I've outlined my course of that and researched my course. That's going to be 1 to 2 tasks depending on how many times I've done it. And then what's your next step? Do you need to start creating content, or do you need to start creating something else that goes in the course first? Those would be the first 3 steps you would take. And then once those 3 tasks are completed for the day, check in with yourself. Are you neglecting other parts of your life? Did your family forget where you are? Have you showered? Girl, you haven't showered. Go get yourself a shower. Go get your exercise in. Put your business into manageable spaces. You can't forget the rest of your life, or you're gonna run straight into burnout. Complete those 3 tasks and go live some life, touch some grass. And then if you have extra time during the day, you can do a few more small micro tasks, or respond to something on social media. It'll be helpful somewhere. But concentrate on those 3 tasks and try to plan them out in advance. That way, when you get that magic hour, you already have a game plan. Make sense? Make it work for you, and give it a few weeks and see how it goes, and adjust from there. Now, if you're still sitting here with 97 ideas or 0 ideas swirling around in your head and not knowing how to even start a schedule because you don't even know what you have going on, project-wise, product-wise, I made a free quiz for you. You just answer a few simple questions, grab your answer, and then copy and paste the GPT prompt I made for you along with your answer into AI of your choice, and it will help you come up with some layouts, some color themes, ideas to extend that product into complementary products as well. So if your brain's still pinging and ponging, it's not gonna, well, it might help you with the schedule. That's not what the prompt's for. But go ahead and grab the quiz. I'll list it in the description, and let me know in the comments below what you came up with, what you're going to concentrate on, and how you're going to simplify your life in the next few weeks and not have task overload. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again real soon. Have a great day.